The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On first down, Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. He throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Here's Purdy. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup.
McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw now in his own end zone. This is Smith to the ground. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. Here's Hurts to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Slot man moves right. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite on 23 more on that one. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Hurts. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Caught the the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime? Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Play action. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete as well.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down on a big play 14 on what was a 4th and 10. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now Purdy. Ball be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Once again, it's Swift. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets this one down to the 24. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
On the option to give to Swift here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-run here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Man open left side is Brown. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the 49er hands team does its job. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Purdy off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 39 yards. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 147 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. Back to throw. Pass complete. Got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
For the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2nd down, goal to go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Here it is, 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Together, offense. Keep it together.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The ball was tipped and fell incomplete, but it was tipped up in the air. So
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
you're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an an onside kick unsuccessfully.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with the option left. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A give running right is Mitchell. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
So the last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. And he couldn't find any way to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but this is incomplete.
Already in the first quarter, already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Swift going to try up the middle. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and 13 at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Eagles 0.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone. DeAndre Swift taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott doing the extra point. And it's his 7-3 lead. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. This one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. Running left, here's Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens are once again back in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Defense is asleep. 6 on the board, fellas.
throwing from the gun. It's Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 6. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with a little under 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Smith with a grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, Jackson rolling to his right. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So first and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Mitchell. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch. Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
73! 73! Let's get some yards, boys! Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
A give here to Mitchell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Final minute now of the third quarter. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson now out to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On the handoff, Mitchell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
16 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run the toss here. Edwards pushing through the contact. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Hey, 73, 73. Call up Yeti. Call up Yeti. All right, let's control the trench here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hurts.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is incomplete.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Ravens have got it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
63, 63, 63.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, Silver. Go on now.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Hey, 73. Crowd, let's get it. 63. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, easy. 63, back. Hey, 73. Crowd, let's get it.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles
and themselves. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Goddard not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now left side on the swing pass.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Some things have to go right for any passing game to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver it out to the receivers to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On first down, Hurts.
Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now playing away on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Eagles nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 15.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down and 8.
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And that little deep, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's do this. Take it to him. Don't let him rest. All right. Good day.
Smith going to look to throw right away. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, it's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And look at this, they got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the gun, it's Hurts. For Kittle, here it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Swift. He's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 5-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 30-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Hurts completing this one quickly. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Outright to Smith-Njigba.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
What gets bit this negative is he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play from the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Geno. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. The final shot here before break. Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Here's 3rd and 3.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Smith on 3rd down. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 4th down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running right, here's Walker. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Metcalf motions left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We have played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter.
Hey, here we go, hey.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That was good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Walker once more, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They'll try and run. Walker calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the We are at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know, maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Jackson options out left. A beautiful fake. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Muscles him off. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Clear, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here's 3rd and 10. They go play action with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxes.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, first and 10.
Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the Ravens 33-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73. Let's make some good calls. Crowd, let's get it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Complete. Smith has it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is up and over for the 2 points. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit. It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths. I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they? Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Going quickly out to the right side. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards, and 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
63.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. On first down, Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas got 58 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 18. The drive will start with an option going left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2
Jackson.
at the 26-yard line.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Big strides, look at him go.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 74 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Second down, here's Hurts.
at the 20-yard line.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's up to the 15-yard line. And now they'll shift things around. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
first down. Here's Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they're going option play on 3rd down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. To throw is Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one into the end zone. All of a sudden, in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. Oh, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Hurts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up the sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brandon Graham, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Hey, middle. Get it in the ball. Come on. Defense is asleep. Don't let us down. 6, not 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Dobbins.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they get to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and at the 2-yard line.
Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Make something happen. Come on. Report.
They go play action with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second and 9. Now a give right side Swift.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Hurts going to move him around.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Jackson now steps away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, partner, I'm just going to say this. Whoever did the scouting report for this game is going to get a raise because they've had their number at every turn, and they just buried him for a safety with ease. When you earn 2 points and give up 0 for a half of football, there's not much left you can improve on, even though they'll try.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Totally a penalty. Yeah, baby, good call. DC, ready?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7.
Makes the score Ravens 15, Eagles 7.
Keep it up. What we do.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson on first down.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll roll him out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
That is definitely what we call a defensive play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Touchdown! Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
You know, can you believe misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, it is all business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens, but this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Jordan Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 28-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He's back to throw. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Elliott on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Next to score, Eagles 22, Ravens 41. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Game isn't over. Why are you giving up?
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
You get through here, baby. Hey.
It's about time, fellas. Keep pushing the rock down the field.
Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.